Right, so the soft fruits on our allotment are popping at the moment. They have been for a while actually. We've had loads of strawberries, raspberries, tayberries, and we've already filled quite a lot of Tupperwares in the freezer. One of the things we've got in abundance at the moment are currants. We've got black and red currants. We've got several bushes of each. I say several, I think we've got maybe 2 blackcurrant bushes, 2 redcurrant bushes, a couple of smaller ones that haven't really produced. And here is what we picked yesterday from one bush. In fact, that wasn't everything that was on the bush. And that is also not everything that we picked yesterday, because I've already taken a load out and frozen them so that we can add it to our nice summer berry mix in the freezer that we put in smoothies and we defrost to have with yogurt, we put in desserts, that sort of thing. I've still got left, what was that, about 2, maybe 3 kilograms left of red currants. So what I'm going to try and do is just make some juice. I think it's going to be a great way of making the most of what we've got, getting all that goodness from them, full of antioxidants and vitamins, loads of good stuff that we want. And I think a juice is going to be the best way, quickest way of dealing with them right now, because there's going to be a load more coming soon. So I think we're just going to drink lots of currant juice basically, and freeze some more once we've got some space in the freezer. So I've looked up a couple of recipes, watched a couple of videos. It looks pretty straightforward. I'm not going to follow a particular recipe for this. I'm just going to slap it all in a pan and see what happens. And you can laugh at me as I mess up several times probably. I think basically all you need are the berries, sugar, maybe some lemon juice, and a little bit of water in the pan, and that's pretty much it. And then we've got some muslin, so we'll strain it all out and get all the pulp and the seeds out, and also these stems. So I'm going to leave the stems on. It looks like that's okay to do. So we just picked them in bunches from the plant yesterday. We'll leave those on, should be fine. Might just pick through and pull out any leaves that I find if they're obvious, but generally I think it's okay for a bit of greenery to be in there. It's not going to be poisonous. I don't think it's going to taint the flavour particularly, because it'll be such a small amount. So all of this is going to go in my big pan now with some water, and we'll get cooking it down and we'll go from there. Okay, actually scrap that. I'm going to take the stalks off. I've just been handling them and they're just falling off the stalks really easily. Probably won't make a huge amount of difference to the flavour, but seeing as it's not too difficult to just quickly go, I'm just going to go through them and take off as many stalks as I can now. I think it might make a bit of a difference. It certainly does when making things like elderflower cordial, linked to Phoebe's recipe below. So I think it's probably going to be worth a little bit of the effort. It doesn't take too long, I think. So I'm just going to get to it. It'll probably be a really nice mindful task. So yeah, let's do it. Right, and the small amount of research I've done, I think I need to cook them for about an hour. So I'm going to bring them up to the boil for about 5 minutes, and then I'll drop the temperature, let them simmer for about an hour, and then they should be nice and soft. I think they're going to go soft pretty quick, but then they'll be nice and cooked down, and I can give them a good mash and extract all the juice. Woo! That was close. Okay, it's been about an hour. I just put the masher in and there's like no flesh in there to mash. Just stirred it a little bit. It's all dissolved. So I think that's enough. I can't really do anything with it now, and it's a bit late to wait for it to cool and then strain it tonight. So I'm just going to leave it overnight in the pot with everything in it, and then tomorrow I'll strain it off. It's the next day and it's cooled down and it smells pretty great actually. Very juicy. let's give it a taste. Haven't tasted it yet. No idea what it's going to be like. I'm expecting it to be pretty tart. Whoa! Yeah, pretty tart. Needs sugar. I was wondering on the recipes that were using sugar whether or not it would be necessary or not, but yeah. I mean, you could drink it like that. It's just really sour. So I'm going to strain it off. I'm going to strain the juice off the pulp and the seeds. I'm going to use a muslin, which I'm going to put in this bowl and pour boiling water over it just to sterilize it properly. I am about to heat it back up again, so that should kill most bacteria and anything in there that might spoil it. But I'm not going to bring it up to the boil, so I'm just going to do this as a precaution, really. So I'm going to pour it through the muslin. I'm going to squeeze out as much of the juice as possible, and then I'm going to add some sugar. I'm going to start small though and add less than I think I'm going to need, and then if I need to add more, then I can just add more. I can't take any out, so let's start with less. Right, it's been simmering for about half an hour, I suppose, something like that, and I've been stirring it with this large spoon, and I'm just checking by scooping a bit up and just making sure there's no sugar crystals coming up, so it's all dissolved in. First taste test then, let's see if I got it right first time. Great colour. I mean, it's still a bit sour, but it's a good sour. It's like cranberry juice level tartness to it. I think that's pretty good actually. I don't really want to add any more sugar, I don't think, than I need. So I think that's perfect, to be honest. Awesome. I'm just gonna bowl that up as it is. Lovely. Well, I would transfer it into a bottle now, but our last big bottle is being used for bee feed, so yeah, I'll let them have it. I'm going to use this giant swing top jar instead. It's still quite nice and warm, feels lovely. It's been sterilising in the oven for at least 10 minutes at 110 degrees C, just to kill off any nasties on it. And I've also sterilised a metal funnel, which is going to help me stop making a mess of the kitchen, which is always welcome. So I'm going to pour this in. This will then be able to sit in the fridge for, I don't know how long, maybe a week, but it's probably not going to last long enough for it to get anywhere near going funny. So I think that's it. I'll pour it in, and it's probably about time for me to enjoy a glass. I've roped Phoebe in to give me an honest verdict, so she hasn't tried any yet, so
cheers. Hope
you like it.
Should I do the whole sniff, swirling?
You can do what you want.
That's really delicious.
Yeah? What do you think on the sweetness? About right?
That's seriously delicious.
Nice.
Yeah, perfect amount of sour and sweet in that.
There's a little bit of a dryness in the mouth though, but I think that's good.
Oh, yep.
I nailed it. First time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, Phoebes. So I mentioned at the top of the video that we've also got blackcurrants. So of course I had to make a blackcurrant version, which is also really good. Well, with a few more experiments, we've realised that it's actually more like a cordial kind of strength. You can drink it neat, but it is a bit strong. So we've been diluting to about 1 to 3, maybe even less actually with the blackcurrant, and more like kind of 50-50 with the redcurrant. It all kind of depends on your taste though and how strong you like your juice. But either way, really delicious, really easy, and definitely something I'm going to do in the future again. Well, that's about it for this one then, nice and easy. I hope you give it a go. What kind of things have you guys done with berries and gluts of fruits in the past? Be interested to know your kind of go-to things to do with things like this. We're thinking we might try and make a sorbet out of all the summer fruits that we're getting at the moment. So we're kind of filling our freezer with them right now. So if you're interested in seeing us give that a go, let us know. But otherwise, that's about it, and see you on the next one. Take care. That should extract all the juice. Say hi! Say hi! Who's that, Scoops? Gonna put me in a pot.